What up, boo? In today's video, we are going to be doing these really cute Valentine's Day Kawaii nails. I had so much fun doing this, and yes, it did take forever. If you'd like to see how I did this, stay tuned. All right, getting started. We are going to go ahead and use this big can that I got off of Amazon. I'm going to start off by clipping down the fake tips that come on them. Girl, these things are thick. You got to fight with them, but it's a really good hand. I actually like using this practice hand. So we did that on all 4 of these nails. And then I'm going to use my hand file just to file down those first 2. Well, really, I did all of them, but really these first 2 I was focused on to get a guide for my color blocking. And then I'm going to go in with this black sanding band just to help get that first thick layer of plastic off the top of all of the nails, so that way I can have a better time gluing the fake tips to these fake tips. And right here, we're going to use our KDS glue. And I'm going to go ahead and start off by putting the glue inside of the nail tip and then pressing and holding the tips for about 15-20 seconds each. It did take about that amount of time for each nail. It worked on the first 2, and the last 2 I had to go ahead and place the glue on the brown tip as well as on the fake nail tip to get better adhesion, because it just was not trying to glue on, but still holding it for about 15 seconds each. All right, and here I'm clipping off just a number on each of the nails, and then I'm going to go in with the hand file and just make sure that the nail tip is very flush to the fake hand's nail bed, so that I could just have a better and smooth application once it comes to me placing down my first clear bead. I'm going to go in with a thin layer of clear before I do anything to the nails. And you'll see here, not all goes well, because that young nail decided to pop off on me. But it was all good. I went ahead and dusted off the other 3, and I just glued it right back on, gave it the same 15 seconds like it needed before, and it stayed on this time. So we're going to move on to me putting on the thin layer of clear on each of the nails, and that's going to be right before I go in with my color blocking on that first nail. I'm going to start off with the pink, and then I'm going to do the yellow. All right, so I'm going to go in with this pretty pink and yellow. These colors are from Maravon or Moravon. I hope I'm saying their name correctly, but I got it off of Amazon. I'm going to try to find the link so I can leave it below. And then we're going to use this pretty, I wouldn't say glitter, but it's like a powder, well, an acrylic powder with like different color, I guess like little circles. I don't know, y'all. Sprinkles, I guess. I don't know. But I'm going to use, that's just from Katrina Nail Supply. I got it. It's an Etsy shop. So yeah, we're going to go in with that pink from Maravon first. And I'm going to just use my brush to form the first color block. As I said, I filed the brown tip to give myself a guide so I can know where I want to stop. So basically, yeah, I'm just filling in that area where the brown is, you know, as if I was just coloring and using it as paint. That's kind of how I use acrylic powders. I just use it as paint. Don't go in thinking that you have to spread a thick bead out. Think about it as painting. You know, maybe, I don't know. But then I'm going to do the same thing on this yellow, and I just use very small beads, just working very slowly. Of course, I had to speed the video up, but just working very slowly and using my brush to form my blocks. Right in right here, we're going to use Katrina Nail Supplies acrylic powder. This is really, really cute. I love all of these little color specks, I guess I can say. I don't know. But yeah, it just really went with the set. I could have went in with all those different colors too, the orange and the blue and the lime green. I have all those acrylic colors, but I just wanted to keep it simple with just two of them. And I thought the pink and the yellow was going to be different. I haven't done anything like that before. So we're moving on to, I want to say marble nail, I guess. Um, but it did kind of turn orange, of course, with me mixing these two colors together, which was fine because orange was still in that powder from Katrina Nail Supplies. So I'm just using my brush, just swirling them all around, just getting it all around the nail as much as I could. And then I'm going to go in and encapsulate it afterwards. Okay, so I lied. I didn't go in and encapsulate it, but I did go ahead and start to file down the color blocks just to get them as straight as I could. And then I cleared all of the dust away so that I can go ahead and go in with that powder from Katrina Nail Supplies. I'm going to stop saying her name, but the sparkle powder, not sparkle, the speckle powder. There we go, the speckles. All right, so we're going to use that right up under both of the blocks. Now, I wanted to do it different. You see, I left it as a block up under the pink, but here under the yellow, I kind of formed it into a stiletto. As I was building it on, I was like, I want it to be the same. I wanted to kind of be different. So I started to use my brush right along the side here, as you can see, to just form it into a stiletto point. And then later on, I'm going to file it, of course, to make it as sharp as possible. And afterwards, I think while those two settle, I think I'm going to go in, yeah, here we go. And then I encapsulate my other two nails. So yeah. All right, and right here, we're going to go ahead and file along this color block as well. That's the thing about color block. It's a lot of filing in between application, but it's really nice once it comes out. You know, if you take your time and do it right. Y'all, please excuse my thumb. I was just all kinds of dusty and ashy, but I didn't care. I was having fun doing this set. So then we're going to go ahead and sharpen up the stiletto point nail, I guess, and just getting that as straight as possible. And then I'm going to work in small beads with the pink right along the side, as you can see here, just using my brush. Again, the video is sped up, but I was moving slowly just to get that as close as possible, just trying not to overlap that speckled powder because I didn't want to have to file it off or mess it up or anything. So I was moving slowly, but yeah, this is how I did that. And this is actually very satisfying just to see it getting filled in. It's just, but yes, y'all, I'm getting better at learning how to, you know, use my brush for most things, just building a relationship with my brush. As most nail techs would say, that's the most important part about doing what you love, is just being able to build a relationship with the tools that you have to use, and then, you know, things come out all right. So that's all I'm doing here, and we are going to move on to the other nail where I add the yellow below the pink color block. Okay, so I don't know where that footage went, but I added the yellow there up under the speckled powder. And then now I am just filing it, and I'm going to add the pink below that. I wanted pink to stand out mostly in this set just because I love pink. Pink and purple are like my favorite colors, purple first. But yeah, so I wanted the pink to stand out, so I went ahead and just filled in the rest of this nail with that pink right up under that yellow. And again, this was just so fun. I really had a great time exploring, you know, how I could use my brush and just being able to trust myself to do things and not having to use other tools all the time to get the job done. So then I'm going to go in and encapsulate both of those nails, and then we're going to move into the filing and shaping. All right, and right here we're going to use this cuticle bit just to go around right where the cuticles are to round them out and get rid of that excess thickness right up there at the top, because I am going to be adding charms, so I didn't want them to look so high off of the nail bed. So I just went in and just filed this down on each of the nails. All right, now we're gonna go in with my Beetles top coat and just top coat all of the nails before we go in with the McCart rhinestone glue to start the rhinestone and charm placement. So yes, ma'am, this is super satisfying. I love top coating nails and just seeing what it looks like under all of that buffing and shaping and just ugh. But yes, y'all, so we're about to have some fun here in a moment and add on these rhinestones and charms. All right, so right here is where things started to get tricky. I started off by placing my rhinestone glue and then placing the charms. I had to hold the lamp under and near and by each charm and adding glue around it just to make sure that it stayed. So that is the difficult part. I guess I could have used clear acrylic. I've never done that before, but I think I'm gonna try that next time when I do a set like this. Just use clear, a little small bead of clear acrylic, and just put the charms on top of it, and it'll sit right there and dry. But yeah, so this is what I had to do for each charm. I basically just held it in place, grabbed my lamp and put it over it. I mean, they stayed. It's, you know, it works, but it's just, it's more work that don't need to be done. But yeah, so this is coming to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Be sure to like and comment below, you know, if you want to try something like this, if you've done something like this before. It was just me being me and just having a bit of extra fun or whatever. But yes, so make sure you also subscribe to my channel if you'd like to follow along with my journey. I am a new YouTuber and I'm having so much fun creating content and just putting myself out there. And I know I'm going to get better over time. But again, thank you so much for watching and you have a great rest of your day.